Senate Pro Tem De Leon, would you like to move forward with the next gubernatorial appointment?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. President. Colleagues, we have file item number 18. This is a long list of confirmations, primarily of the water control boards throughout the state. We have before us Karina Cervantes, who's a member of the Water Quality Control Board, Central Coast Region, Denise Cadara, also Central Valley, Kimberly Cox. This is the Lahontan region, David Noren, the North Coast region, Stefan, I should say, Lefkowitz, the San Francisco Bay region, Terry Young, also the San Francisco Bay region, and Linda Ackerman, Santa Ana region. All of these appointees were heard on August the 19th. They all passed on a bipartisan vote, 5-0. Karina Cervantes is a new appointment. She is currently a city council member, the city of Watson. Denise Cadara is a new appointment. She is a senior management analyst and economic development specialist for the city of San Mateo. Kimberly Cox is a reappointment, general manager of the Helendale Community Services District. David Noren is a reappointment, manager of environmental services at EBA Engineering. And Stefan Lefkowitz is a new appointment. He is Senior Vice President for Realty.com Partners. And finally, Terry Young is a reappointment, environmental science consultant, and Linda Ackerman is a reappointment. They're all highly qualified. Again, they were heard August 19th. They passed on a 5-0 vote, no opposition. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Right. Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen? Aye. Anderson? Bates? Bell? Bates, aye. Bell, aye. Berryhill? Block? Aye. Canella? Aye. De Leon?
Aye.
Aye. Fuller? Gaines?
Aye.
Aye. Galgioni? Aye. Glazer? Aye. Hall? Aye. Hancock? Hernandez? Aye. Hertzberg? Aye. Hill? Aye. Hueso? Aye. Huff? Jackson? Aye. Lada? Aye. Leno? Aye. Leyva? Aye. Liu? Aye. McGuire? Aye. Mendoza? Aye. Mitchell? Aye. Monning? Aye. Morlock? Aye. Morrell? Aye. Wynn? Aye. Nielsen? Aye. Pan? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Roth? Aye. Runner? Aye. Stone? Aye. Vidak? Aye. Wachowski? Aye. Wolk? Wolk, aye. Anderson, aye.
Secretary, call the absent members.
Berryhill? Aye. Fuller? Hancock? Aye. Huff?
Ayes 38, noes 0. The appointments are confirmed. Pro Tem De Leon, we do have another set of appointments.
Yes, we do. We have a last batch, Mr. President, the most controversial batch of them all. Let me say file item number 19. We have Mr. Buford Kreitz, member of the Water Quality Control Board. All of the names I'm going to articulate are appointments to the Water Quality Control Board, but from different regions. Mr. Kreitz is from Colorado River Basin region. Amy Horn is Lahontan region. Francine Diamond, or Fran Diamond, the Los Angeles region. Madeline Glickfield, the Los Angeles region. Tomas Morales, San Diego region. Betty Olson, San Diego region. And lastly, Gary Strawn, San Diego region. These appointments were heard in the Rules Committee August 19th, and they were approved by a slim margin of 3-2. So not bipartisan, but a slim margin of 3-2. Mr. Buford Kreitz is a reappointment to the board. Amy Horn is a legal intern Delta Water Master at the California Water Resources Control Board. Fran Diamond is a reappointment to the board, and Madeline Glickfield is also a reappointment. She's Director of Water Resources Group at UCLA. Tomas Morales is also a reappointment. He is an attorney. Betty Olson is a new appointment. She's a professor at UC Irvine. And lastly, Gary Strawn from San Diego is a reappointment. He is an engineering consultant. Perhaps maybe we get a unanimous bipartisan vote on this one. I won't hold my breath to it, but with that, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Anderson. I. Bates. No. Bell. I. Berryhill. Block. I. Canella. No. De Leon. I. Fuller. Gaines.
No?
No. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Anderson, I. No. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lara. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. No. Morrell. No. Wynn. Nielsen. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. No. Stone. No. Vidak. No. Wachowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye. Lada, aye.
Secretary, call the absent members.
Allen. Aye. Berryhill. Fuller. Huff. Wynn. No. Nielsen. No.
Ayes 26, noes 11. The appointments are confirmed. Members, we will now move to the Assembly third reading, file item 111. Senator Nielsen, are you ready to bring this bill forward? AB 285. Pass on file. Senator Jackson is ready to lift the call on file item 23. Secretary, call the absent members.
Bates. Block. Fuller. Glazer. Hall. Hancock. I. Hernandez. Hill. No. Huff. Mendoza. I. Morlock. Wynn. Nielsen. Glazer, no.
Ayes 21, noes 10. Assembly members' amendments are concurred with. We will return to Assembly third reading. Senator Nielsen, for what purpose do you rise?
Yes, Mr. President, with your indulgence, I can go to 111 now, AB 285. We passed.
Yes. Let's move to file item 111. Senator Nielsen.
AB 111 is
Secretary,
brought to
please
us
read.
by Assemblyman
Assembly Bill
Gallagher.
285 by Assemblymember Gallagher and Act relating to professions and vocations.
Senator Nielsen, thank you.
It updates the legal document assistant registration requirement, requiring that a legal document assistant register with the county clerk in the primary county of their practice, and in any county in which they maintain a branch office, so that they are on record in every county where they are practicing, including the county of origin. It removes a requirement that LDA's expiration date must be printed on all materials. This mandate results in the LDAs having to throw out and repurchase all of their materials every 2 years when they renew their registration. So this is a paperwork savings without, I'd say, any harm to any parties. It ensures that the LDAs would update their skills in the areas that they provide service, and adds continuing education to their requirements to maintain their license. Thank you for allowing us to bring this important piece of legislation. It will certainly improve the profession, maintain their integrity, and all of these professionals are fully in support of the bill. I urge an ayes vote.
Great. Thank you, Senator Nielsen. Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. Block. I. Cannella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. Gaines.
Aye.
I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Weso. I. Huff. Jackson. I. Lada. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. I. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Secretary, please call the absent members.
Berryhill. Fuller. Huff. Lada.
Ayes 36, noes 0. Measure passes. Members will now move to file item 114. Senator Hernandez, you ready to bring this measure forward? Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 503 by Assemblymember Rodriguez, an act relating to emergency medical services.
Senator Hernandez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, this bill would permit hospitals to release patient identifiable medical information to emergency medical services providers at the local emergency medical service agency for quality assessment and patient care improvement purposes. Currently, HIPAA regulations permit hospitals to release this type of medical information for quality assurance, assessment, improvement purposes. However, state law was written decades ago that does not explicitly permit such disclosure. This bill has received unanimous bipartisan support in every committee, and I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Members, any discussion or debate? Seeing none, members, would there be any objection to the prior 36-0 roll call vote? Seeing none, measure passes. Members will now move to file item 117. Senator Allen. Okay. This is file item 117. It's AB 594, Gordon. Pass on file. Okay. We'll then move to file item 118. Senator Allen. This is pass on file. Okay. File item 119. Senator Wykowski. Yes. This is AB 752, Salas. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 752 by Assemblymember Salas, an act relating to private post-secondary education.
Senator Wykowski.
Mr. President and members, many working adults without a high school diploma are seeking to enroll in job and skill training programs, but are having difficulty passing the required ability to benefit or ATB exams. This bill simply requires the Bureau of Private Post-Secondary Education to review the list of federally approved ATB exams and assess if any of these tests are appropriate for students with limited English proficiency. I respectfully ask an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing none, would there be any objection to using the previous 36-0 roll call vote?
Make that 37 now because Senator Berryhill's in the background.
Making that, adding Senator Berryhill, that would be a 37-0 vote. Any objection? Seeing none, so moved. Measure passes. We'll now move to file item 120. Senator Mendoza, would you like to bring this measure forward? Pass on file. File item 124, Senator Hill. Would you like to bring this measure forward? Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill A63 by Assemblymember Dodd, an act relating to modified limousines.
Senator Hill.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, in 2013 and 2014, the legislature established new emergency exit and safety requirements in limousines. A drafting error in this legislation inadvertently applied the exit door requirements to all limousines. Specifically, AB 863 does two things: clarifies that only new limousines are required to add a fifth door, and delays the implementation date for pop-out windows on existing modified vehicles from January 1st, 2016 to January 1st, 2017. AB 863 ensures that our limousines are safe and provides limousine operators with a clear and straightforward safety program to adhere to. This bill has had unanimous bipartisan support. I ask for your aye vote, members.
Thank you, Senator Hill. Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing none, would there be any objection to a previous vote of 37-0? Seeing none, ayes 37, no 0. Measure passes. We'll now go back to file item 123. Senator Cannella.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 809 by Assemblymember Obernolte, an act relating to elections.
Thank you, Mr. President. AB 109 is a common sense transparency measure that would require the ballot label for local tax ordinance to include the amount of money that would be raised annually and the rate and duration of the tax to be levied. California voters have a right to know what they're voting on, especially when it involves tax increases that could have an impact on their finances. A number of counties already include this information on their ballots. AB 809 simply ensures that it is made available to every voter in California. It has received bipartisan support, and there's no opposition. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Great. Thank you. Members, any debate or discussion?
Is there any objection to using a unanimous roll call of 38-0? Senator Lara.
Members, adding Senator Laura, would there be any objection of using our unanimous roll call of 38-0? Seeing none, ayes 38, no 0, measure passes. Members will now move to file item 125. Senator Runner, would you like to bring this item forward? Pass on file. Okay, we'll move to file item 126. Senator Bell, are you prepared to bring this measure forward? Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 982 by Assemblymember Eggman, an act relating to child care.
Thank you, Mr. President. AB 982 simply expands the type of agencies that can refer homeless families to subsidized child care. The bill authorizes the local educational agency liaisons, Head Start programs, emergency transitional shelters to provide written referrals to the contracting agencies for homeless children in need of subsidized child care. We need to do this. I urge and I vote on this measure.
Thank you, Senator Bell. Members, any debate or discussion? Seeing none, would there be? Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Block. Aye. Cannella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Gaines. Galgiani. Aye. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Wisso. Aye. Huff. Jackson. Aye. Lada. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. Aye. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Aye. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wachowski. I, Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Secretary, please call the absent members.
Berryhill. De Leon. I, Fuller. I. Gaines.
Aye.
I, Huff. Nielsen.
Please call the absent members.
Berryhill. Huff. Nielsen.
Ayes 37, no 0. Measure passes. I think we're on 127. Members, we're now going to move to file item 129. Senator Pan. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1052 by Assemblymember Cooley, an act relating to retirement.
Senator Pan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senators, I'm proud to present AB 1052 by Assemblymember Cooley. AB 1052 streamlines the ability of CalSTRS and CalPERS to procure investment management services without going through the existing but redundant state procurement process. The consequence of the duplicative state contracting requirements that CalSTRS and CalPERS are currently required to adhere to is that smaller firms that do not employ an extensive marketing staff cannot compete for certain contracts. AB 1052 permits the CalSTRS board to set the terms for procuring investment management services and the CalPERS board to set terms for procuring investment custodian and trade order management services. This bill will strengthen the board's ability to secure the best value for their members and beneficiaries. This bill has had bipartisan support and has had no votes. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Pan. Members, any debate or discussion? Senator Morlock.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in support of Assembly Bill 1052. I think it's very wise to go out and contract for services, and am impressed that one of our governmental agencies is going to benefit from the opportunity to get outside contractors and outside contracts with private companies in order to meet its needs. So I urge and I vote and hope to see this in more areas in California. Thank you, Mr. President.
Great. Thank you, Senator Morlock. Any further debate or discussion? Seeing none. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I, Anderson. I, Bates. I, Bell. I, Berryhill. I, Block. I, Cannella. De Leon. I, Fuller. I, Gaines.
Aye.
I, Galgiani. I, Glazer. I, Hall. I, Hancock. I, Hernandez. I, Hertzberg. I, Hill. I, Weso. I, Huff. Jackson. I, Lara. Leno. I, Leva. I, Liu. I, McGuire. I, Mendoza. I, Mitchell. I, Monning. I, Morlock. I, Morrell. I, Wynn. I, Nielsen. Pan. I, Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. I, Stone. I, Vidak. I, Wykowski. I, Wolk. Wolk, aye. Cannella, aye.
Secretary, please call the absent members.
Huff. Lada. Nielsen. Nielsen, aye.